Hello. Hello. What are you saying? How's everybody doing? I see you, Reece. See you, LJ. See you, Hazard. It's Chelsea. You know what? I streamed last night. Harry, I see you. And I see your videos that you've been making. I streamed last night. I actually streamed last night and I can't remember doing it. Think of that. To get the shit out of me then. Sorry, mate. I streamed last night. I swear on my daughter's life, I cannot remember streaming. Like, I was in and out of fucking consciousness last night. Don't know. I cycled home from my missus's house at like 2 a.m. It was my daughter's first birthday yesterday. So I bought a bottle of Moe. And, I had a couple of bottles of champagne. And drank those. Then I had like 5 cans of beer. And then I had 4 bottles of Coors Light as well. Me and my missus's daughter, we watched Cannibal Holocaust. Great film. I still think that film's real. Even though it's proven that it isn't, I still think that film's one massive cover-up. There's no way in 1980, when that woman's got a thing for her mouth. I don't know if it's all... I don't know. She's sitting on a fucking steak the size of, I don't know, the size of a door. Do you know what I mean? The steak the size of a door, and she's right through the middle of it. It just looks so, I don't know. There's something fishy about that movie. Well, anyway, we watched Cannibal Holocaust. Mad movie, that is. Then I watched Birds of Prey. How you doing, Hazard? Not too bad, to be honest. Birds of Prey. It was just a 5 out of 10 average popcorn film. Pretty decent, I suppose. Like I say, I wasn't bitterly disappointed. My expectations were low. Do you know what I mean? So it was alright. Plus that Maggie woman, or whatever her name, she's the fittest bird. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. She is unreal. She's in my top 3. So good. But yeah, I cycled home at like, I don't know, 1:30, 2 a.m, something like that. And I just blacked out. I remember nearly falling off my bike going up a hill, because it just took it out on me. And for whatever reason, as I got to the top of the hill and was going back down a little hill, I fell asleep while I was riding my bike, and then I woke up. The curb woke me up. So yeah. You remember the stream last night, Brims? Not really, no. This is what I'm saying, not really. When people say, oh, fucking, you can't remember, it's just people chatting shit, you're just attention seeking, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you now, the amount of times I've blacked out on alcohol. Just go back and watch the stream last night. I haven't even watched it, just for my own sanity. But I managed to buy myself a Sega Mega Drive USB controller. It's officially licensed, like an officially licensed control pad. And I'm gobsmacked at how accurate it is compared to the original Mega Drive controller. I've compared the two, and it's amazing. It's a 6-button Sega Mega Drive controller, and it's got an L and R, and it's compatible with your PC, and it's compatible with a PS3, and it's compatible with a Nintendo Switch. For 17 quid, you can't go wrong with that. So at least I can actually play platform games now and be a little bit more accurate when I jump from platform to platform, because I'm telling you now, I can't get on with the Xbox One control pad when it comes to old school games. I don't like the position of the D-pad. I like the buttons and the D-pad to be on the same level. Do you know what I mean? But mad that everyone's here. I'm thinking of, right, so I really don't want to drink. Like I said, I've been saying this for months and months and months. I'm at that point where I just can't be asked to drink anymore. It's drinking like 3-4 days a week sometimes. Not good for you. It's not good for my poor liver. Plus I'm on blood thinning medication, like I've said millions of times before. So I've got a bottle of Prosecco in the fridge. I'm genuinely thinking about cracking it open, just to get it out of the way. Because if it's in there in a couple of days, I'm going to be like, do you know what? I'm going to drink this today. If it's... Yeah. Get locked up this week? No, Smithers, I didn't. I hate those sober cunts the next day. Feel they need to retell you every single thing. Exactly, Hazard. I found my original GameCube from years ago in the attic. What games have you got? Suede on Strings. Oh, I've got a great video Harry made. Great video. Oh, Connor, do you want to send me your PayPal details on Twitter? Because I've got to give you your sub money. And I can't remember the other two. I think it was LJ and Reese. I'm sure it was LJ and Reese. Those were the other two that won a $5. When Broom shows the video, it's Suede on. I'll show it now. I'll show you now. How about now? 15.6. Let me just turn it up so you can actually hear it. Oh, Harry. This is what I was greeted with Saturday morning. Can't. Just can't. Just can't. Right there. Nubrooms donate to the street. Oh, shut up. Is there anything you want me to buy then? Suede is about, yeah, Reese. I've got to send Reese a $5. You're a lovely lad, Connor. Like a lovely lad. You don't have to do that at all. Right. So this is Harry. This is Harry's
Suede is in a box. In a box.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Suede is in a box. In a box.
Oh my god. Fuck's sake. You won 20 quid, Connor. But if you want me, I can use it. I can buy a game with it. You tell me, mate. I'm not buying packs. They can fuck off. Jeez, editing level, you're not wrong. How you doing, Scotty? How you doing, Ali? Yeah, tonight. Do you know what? I'm really just. Do you reckon I should drink the Prosecco? Do you think I should drink it? My mum, I did get bitten on my back. It's inflamed. Weird. I was out with my old girl today. Went for a little drive. Don't really get to see her that much. So I went out of town. Get a bit of shopping, whatever. And on the back, she's like screamed. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She's like, I've been bitten. I was like, by what? She's like, so pull over. She pulled over, nothing there. But she just sent me a picture. That is weird. What the fuck was that then? Very strange. Spend it on OnlyFans. Okay, no worries, Connor. I'll set. Do you know what I might do? I might put it towards WWE 2K20. You know, I'm really tempted. Donate it to the NSPCC. I don't donate to charities like that. Fucking no, mate. Not a chance. If I ever donate to a charity, it's normally like a local charity because I know they actually get the money. I'm not saying the NSPCC is bad, but big chunk of it doesn't go there. We'll be editing for Castro. Think 2K20 is on sale as well. We could start a whole new WWE, a new BBW, a new generation. When there isn't going to be a 2K21 until at least 22, 23, they're saying. They're trying to perfect it and get it right instead of rushing out the door like they've done for the past few years. 2K20 has had a few patches and it's not too bad now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we could just start the whole BBW again. Because I found that quite fun. Making everybody... We're at a point now with WWE that everyone's been made. Have a fresh start. 2K20 is only 18 quid on the Xbox. I'll tell you what, I'll buy that then. I'll buy that. That's what I'll do with the money. Instead of sending it to Connor, I'll buy 2K20 and we'll start again. We'll start afresh. I'm trying to think of a fair way as well to rate everybody. I'm thinking of basically putting everyone on a list, and then we'll go through every single person individually, and then have a wheel from ratings of from 75 up into 95. And then I'll spin the wheel. Whatever number pops up, that's what rating your character's going to be. I think that's a good idea. And it's fair because everyone says, oh, why am I higher rated and blah, blah, blah. And we could do that like tomorrow. We could do it tonight even. Because Andy and Stab need to get out. They're stuck in the mud, boys. Oh, Harry saying. For fuck's sake. Xenoverse on I'm thinking of that as well. Not tonight, that boys. Can you transfer everyone over? Might have been on the back of my seat straight. Yeah, proper. Very weird, mum. Very weird. Can you transfer? No. But to be fair, I kind of like that. I kind of like building like making everybody again, starting from scratch. It takes a few weeks, but it's exciting when everyone gets to see their character. And like I said, what we'll do is we'll take everybody from the stream and then I'll have a Wheel of Fortune, spin the wheel kind of thing. And we'll have ratings from... Do you know what? We'll have ratings from 75 to 95. And then, like I said, whatever rating it lands on, that will be your rating. For, say, I don't know, let's say for like a month, 2 months, and then we'll do it again, just to keep things fresh. That's what I'm thinking of doing. 13 hours left for WW... Right, okay. I'll grab that up. Yeah, BBW Season 2. You can thank Connor for this as well. You can thank Connor for this. But yeah, we can do that. I might play... Just trying to think. Do you reckon I should drink the Prosecco tonight, boys? Do you reckon I should drink the Prosecco? Do you reckon I should get smashed off my tits? Play this for a few hours. Because I actually want to play... I'm really interested to see how well this control pad, this new control pad that I bought works. It feels just like it's amazing. Didn't even know they were a thing. Do it, you fanny. But you go to Epstein Island. They just called in the army to my city because Big Boy Price is power. Leave it for the 2K20 stream. See, the problem is with that, Connor, is I prefer... I don't know, man. I do know. I just will feel 100% better tomorrow, and then if I drink tomorrow, I'll feel like a cunt on Tuesday or Wednesday. Sorry, on Wednesday. I've just had enough. I'm trying to get back in shape. I've lost quite a bit of weight, though. That's the thing. I have lost quite a bit of weight. I'm eating healthily. Tonight, I've had salmon, rice, rocket, with a bit of Incona, paprika, salt, pepper. Bought a nice big bottle of extra virgin olive oil. How you doing, Sammy? Interested in that, mate. Did you see them looting the Louis Vuitton store? Jeez. Now you're talking. If you're gonna loot anywhere, loot there. Fuck me. That was unbelievable. There was one fella. If you watch the video right at the end, he's a big fella. No, he's like some big fella. Is in fact no taller than 5'7", 5'8", but he's wide. Some Mexican fella with a surgical mask on. He's bowling out of Louis Vuitton, and mate, the guy's clocked up. He's gone straight for the bags. Everyone else is going for like belts and t-shirts. Man's gone for the fucking full like $1,200-$1,300 bags, and he's got like 3 under one arm, and he's got a few under the other, and he's got like t-shirts in his mouth. Deeza's just made like 6k easy. Jake Paul is fucked. What's new, innit? I was just too busy working on them. Yeah, did you see him at the end with the handbags? It was handbags and like satchels, that sort of thing. He was the clever one. And then they busted into the Apple store. I saw them bust into the Apple store. And there was a guy, fuck knows how they got through the back. No idea how they got into the back. Surely it would be all like reinforced doors. I don't know how they managed to get into the back. But I saw one, there's some guy, he had about fucking 10 iPhone 11s. He's dropping them as he's running out. Then I saw another one, another place that was getting looted. It was like a trainer shop. Some woman stopped her car in traffic, jumped out, robbed a few pairs of trainers, thought, fuck this, I'm getting some more. While she's in the traffic jam, jumped out and got a few more crepes and then bowled off. Mate, unreal. It's just great. I know. There's a curfew here from 5 p.m. Mate. Any old excuse in it for a looting. People are saying it's because they've been oppressed for 400 years. Though it's for George Floyd. All it takes is a spark. Look, it's the same thing that happened in London as well when the London riots happened. As soon as one person gets through that door in a shop, the next person's like, well, if he's going in, I'm going to go in. It spreads quicker than fucking COVID, mate. Next minute, you got buildings on fire, this, that, and the other. It's for the cause, though, isn't it? It is for the cause. I went into Sainsbury's earlier and they had sushi. Fresh sushi. Fresh, bit of a mouthful. Fresh sushi. Just sitting there. And I went up, I fucking picked it, munched it as I was walking around the shop, and then just like lobbed the packet. Did it for George Floyd. Did it for George Floyd. That's my contribution. I'm sure he'll be pleased with that. I support the but Stevie. Oh no, Sammy, tell me about it. It's just herd mentality of people. It's never going to change. Because it's a lose-lose situation. If you question people about it, if you call them out on it, then you're just greeted with a fucking million people calling you a racist, bigot, this, that, and the other, whatever. Couldn't give a fuck if you were black, white. I couldn't give a fuck. I was like, I've even got a black friend. Do you reckon all these people like Keemstar and Nick 280 and other people that have been quite controversial, like saying the M word and this, that, and the other, when anything like this happens, they must get a bit shook that it's all going to resurface again anytime? Because there's so many people finger pointing at the moment. I need a new laptop when Ray's coming. I don't know. All but bitches was like. Prim's been shoplifting years of roses. Everyone else is, yeah, exactly. I did it all. Got a colour TV, million. Exactly. How can you justify some of the explanations I've been seeing on Twitter are unbelievable. When it comes to like, so why did you rob that iPhone? How can you justify your actions? Just go and have a look on Twitter. Twitter is so far left. It's unreal. But a lot of people think the majority of the world's made up by the opinions and how people think on Twitter. It's not the case at all. There's a lot of fucking nutty people on Twitter. A lot of nutty people. I just don't get involved with it. Never have done, never will. You crack on. You never... Whatever, innit? Who cares? Life's too short for all that. Fight amongst yourselves, boys. Well, I'm here supping back on bottles of Prosecco. People have to be outraged about something all the time. Of course they do. Of course they do. It's crazy. It's crazy. Literally saw earlier protesters setting fire to a homeless man's mattress and all his belongings. And that's the only time I actually saw something in the past 24 hours that made me feel a bit like upset. I just felt so sorry for the guy. He doesn't need that fucking drama, does he? And then they're all pinning it on who it was and blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't these people, it was that people. At the end of the day, that geezer ain't got nowhere to sleep tonight. That's where the priority should be. It's like another Indian fella, had his whole shop burned down. and he was still too afraid to vent his anger on Twitter and social media or wherever. His statement was, keep burning all these shops down. I'm glad you burnt my shop down. It shows that we need justice and we need fucking this. He won't be. No. Look at all the other people that have been murdered this year alone that wasn't documented. It just takes a spark. That's all it takes. All it takes is one little spark. Oh, this guy. Is he fucking mad? This fella here, what a dickhead. The guy shooting someone with a bow and arrow. Like, is he mental? They just asking for trouble. And then they torched his motor. Like, what an idiot. People like that. I'm glad those people get beaten to a pulp. Like, what do you think's going to happen, mate? Like, number one trending at the moment, Louis Vuitton artistic director is under fire for donating $50. Okay, cool. He donated $50. He probably earns like, I don't know, 300 grand a year. Maybe he only donated $50 so he didn't come across as one of them guys. Maybe he wanted to come across as one of the people. Just donating $50. It shouldn't be about the amount. I can see why people are frustrated, but maybe he privately donated a couple of G, I don't know. Oh, something to be whinged. Like, whatever. InfoWars, that was it. Someone's pinning something on Info. That's awful. That poor homeless man. You can hear the sadness. Not only does he have to sleep on the streets every night, he hasn't got a pot to piss in. He's just had his home blown up. His mattress, that's all he had to his name. And the geezer's not young either. He's like his late 50s, early 60s. Poor little bastard. Got no time for people like that. Twats. Not the homeless people. Cunt turned over, but I need an option to make your stream 480 or 720. My phone apparently can't take the stream. It just had a stroke. You should be able to change it. Yeah. All I'm gonna say is there's definitely gonna be a new rivalry on BBW. Alabama Joe isn't having any of it. Black Friend and Alabama Joe, they've come to their senses. They've come to their senses and they're not having any of it. An alliance has been formed. They're the new NWO, mate. They're taking over the BBW. What a tag team. In a 4-way handicap match, innit, Connor? Oh, could you imagine people's fucking outrage? Right, I'm sitting in my nice flat. White privilege. I'm going to get a bottle of Prosecco. 2 seconds. We're drinking the bottle of Prosecco. Fuck it. 2 secs. Oh, Okan. Completely forgot about old Okan. How you doing, bruv? You've got a title shot Thursday night, my lad. Nick 218 needs to be shown. Exactly. £15 bottle of Prosecco this. You make George Floyd a wrestler. Mate, can you imagine? I would be kicked off of Twitch in a heartbeat. You got to remember, the admins, the people that run Twitch, they're all like very far left. Well, I'm not going to generalise, but there are quite a few people that work for Twitch. They're all very far left, and all a lot of simpy sort of got like soy boys. Having that kind of content, like, don't get me wrong. I could have a guy called Mr. Floyd. I could have that. That could happen. That could happen. Zombie G's happening now. Zombie G will happen. I can have Zombie G. Not a problem. Not a problem. Zombie G's gonna fucking He's gonna. Oh, whatever. I just can't. This is what we're going with, lads. We're going with this. Mate, I'm looking like such a big old fruit. Let's just say I'm a big old fruit today. Tasha, I'm sending it to you. Actually, I know I'm sending it to you, iStab. This is going to be my night tonight. I've got a few beers in the fridge as well. I'm getting rat-ass now. If my missus could see this, she'd be going fucking fuming. She really fucking would be. She hates my drinking problem at the moment. But I completely understand. Completely understand. Yeah, so this is me tonight, boys. A little bit of the bubbly. That's what we're going with. Bit of this. Bit of the Pizzek. Lovely stuff. I can't find the image now. Why is that? Oh, that's what you sent me. Just heard my name. Yeah, I to send you a picture. By the way, Brims, Okan is a catfish, and he's a friends with Suede. He stole loads of. Bit of controversy. Can we have Suede fighting a toddler? Suede's the BBW champion. Not Okan has a title shot. I'm going to buy WWE 2K. Oh, you're joking me. Did Nick tweet that? When was this? May the 31st. Spoke about this heavily last few days on stream. Let's push for a change. Let's make stand. Someone Photoshop Thingy's face over that. Eric Bailey. And then put justice for Bailey. Conversation. Has he not? You're joking. There's only one reply. Why is there only one reply? He knows, mate. That's just. Oh, whatever. Let's get right. Right, we're going to play some games though tonight, boys. I've got about a selection of 5 or 6 games. There's not many. I'll play them for about 20 minutes a piece, but there were games that I hated as a kid, and they're only the ones that I can think of the top of my head. There are many, many more. The Bruce Lee game, I completely forgot about that, and I was speaking about that the other day. The game that I'm going to play first, oh my God. I was so angry. I was in Wales. They had a promotion on in Wales where they had... this was in 1994. They had a promotion on where it was a triple cheeseburger. Mate, first time ever. And they gave you a little World Cup 94 little football. Mate, they were quality. Do you know the little leather footballs? Like tiny ones. Mate. I bought a game and I was pissed. Spent £45 on this game and I was pissed when I got home. Couldn't take it back because it was in some like dodgy locally run game shop in Wales. That was it. I had it then. I had it. And if I would have traded the game in, I would have got, I don't know, 7-8 quid. Not even that. I don't even think you could trade games in then. You couldn't. He's done it. Yeah, so you can. I know. You ready, boys? Wee. Go. Little bit of the bubbly. Get us down the next. That's nice. Not as nice as the old Moet yesterday. I think Moet's the correct way of pronouncing Moe. That makes any sense. But you know what I mean. I call it Moe basically, but I think the correct way is Moet. But anyway, so this is the game, boys. fuming when I bought this. Fuming. My own fault. I've got flashbacks right now. I've actually got flashbacks. US Gold. Oh my god. US Gold can just go jump in a fucking river. I remember getting back from Wales, putting this in. I think it must have been Brazil. Must have been Brazil. Why can't I choose anyone? Oh, that's why. How shit again? How ridiculous is that? How ridiculous is that? Can't believe Harry tag team Lizzie. Oh yeah, baby. Look at this game, boys. You think FIFA was out at this point? Just a convoluted mess. What'd you do? Oh, this is awful. This is so awful. I don't even know how to play. I don't even know how to start the game. Genuinely don't know how to start the game. He was the mascot for the 94 World Cup. What even is this? How do you just play a game, boys? I'm pressing start, trust me. Okay. Sorry, what? Is this like a manager mode or something? This wasn't like this when I used to play it. This wasn't how you played the game. It was like sensible soccer. Like kickoff or whatever it is. I paid £45 for this. Bearing in mind I was 10 years old. So when I went to my nan's, we couldn't afford to go very far that year. So our holiday was going to Wales. And we went to like Cardiff, Swansea. We went to like the cities. And I could have chose any game that I wanted in that summer. I just vividly remember this McDonald's triple burger that was out. And you had like, you got a free leather football with it. I was hyper, mate. I was so hyper. And obviously the World Cup was just about to kick off. And I saw this in there. It was like $44.99 or whatever it was. Yeah. It was sick. Look at this. Look at this. Just look at this. Arky's back from the dead. Is he here? Oh my god. Just look at this game. Look at that. Oh, the visions I've got right now. Imagine paying money. Imagine paying real money for this. And it was one of them games as well where I was trying to convince myself. I just remember my brother saying... My brother at the time was... I don't know, only like 7, something like that. 7 or 8. And he went, this is rubbish. We didn't swear when we were kids. Well, my brother didn't. I just remember going, this is rubbish. And I was like, what do you mean this is rubbish? This is quality. Just trying to convince myself it was good. It's awful. Do a drag back. Oh... Just look at this. I paid money for this. Can't do anything. I'll tell you what, the only good thing so far is this Mega Drive control pad that I bought is really good. This is what football games used to be about. I should do I should stream some of the better football games on the Mega Drive. Pele Soccer wasn't too bad, if I can remember correctly. I think Pele Soccer was pretty good. I'm very close. Quitting already. I really am. But what happened a minute ago? Was that like a manager mode? Oh. Look at the crowd. Look at the ref. The Italia World Cup Soccer 90. Now that's a game. Now that was a Mega Drive game. That was a great game. You could probably still play that game competitively today. Quality. This, on the other hand, was just awful. Look how hard it is. I'm done. I'm done with this game. That's the first game done. No more. We're going to probably get through this in little to no time at all. Where is that? Right, so the next game. That's what I really hated as a kid. Didn't buy this one. Rented it from the shops. Again, I can't really remember what you... Sure it was this game. It was either 2 or 3. No, it was definitely 3. This was the next game. Again, paid £1.50 for this. Robocop. How can you go wrong? How can you go wrong? How can you go wrong? I just remember having... I just thought this game sucked. Haven't played this game since I was a kid. Look it! Oh my god. I was going to say, to be fair, this isn't that bad. Now I know why. Just die instantly. Game sucks. I played this for about 10 minutes. I remember just playing it. I took it back to the shop. I was sleeping at my uncle's house that night, and I used to take video games around there on a Friday if I ever like stayed over at my uncle's. I remember I just took this back and didn't even take it around. Just thought, fuck this. I actually just thought, fuck this. The worst game. Which, not that the thing is, it's not the worst game. I just remember hating it as a kid. I just remember thinking, why have I wasted £1.50 on this trash? What tweet doesn't load? Bam. Yeah, what I'll do is, I'm going to play some of these games, and then a little bit later on, I'll probably stay on there till about 2, 3 in the morning. What I'll do is I'll get a list of the subs, and whoever subbed will have a wrestler made, obviously, and then we'll start BBW again from scratch. And I won't make anybody tonight, but we'll see what rating everyone gets. How you doing, Goldstones? I hope you're well, my friend. Fuck this game. Just fuck this game. So that was another game I hated. And I think my number 1 most hated Mega Drive game when I was a child, by far, I was even bought a chair. If you go and have a look, it's quite like a rare item now. But I remember one Christmas, my mum bought me, it was a Sega Mega Drive gaming chair. You sat in it and you could like swivel on the chair and play the game with like I think it was like a joystick attached to the chair. Just put Sega Mega Drive chair in Google and you'll find it. And apparently it was designed for the game that I'm going to show now. This is the worst Mega Drive game of all time, in my opinion. The worst game. The worst game. The worst game, in my opinion. I've played many a Mega Drive game over the years as a child, and this was my... I just remember Christmas morning. Don't get me wrong, I was spoiled that Christmas, and I don't know. I was given about 7 to 10 Mega Drive games, this being one of them. It didn't stand the Mega Drive very long. Just look at it. Just look at it. The arcade game was amazing. That's why my parents bought me this. Because we had like a local fish and chip shop that had this game in the chip shop. But it was the arcade version. They were dodgy bastards in there as well. Like bootlegged arcade. They had really dodgy copies of Street Fighter. Do you know, like the Rainbow Edition and all that? But it was amazing. So I think when Mum or Dad found out the name, I said, yeah, this is available for the Sega Mega Drive. Get it for your son. Worst decision. Worst decision of their life. Horrific game this is. Horrific. The music. I don't even think setting the game too easy does anything. Listen to that. Listen to that. Just listen to that. The Sega Action Chair, it must have been Hazard. Can you link it in the chat? Oh yeah, here we go, boys. Look at this. Oh, beautiful. This game. Just look at it. Oh my god. Like Space Harrier, for example. Like, that's a great game. I used to love Space Harrier 2 on the Mega Drive. It was quality. But this, just look at it. Oh, you just can't see what's going on. Imagine paying money for this. Like, my parents actually paid money for this. Imagine the poor people. Like, there must have been kids out there somewhere that bought this with their pocket money. They probably saved for weeks, like mowing the lawn, doing a paper round. Look, played the arcade game, saw this was released on the Mega Drive, bought it. And that's it. Game over. That is it. That's the game. And they expect you to beat the entire game on 3 lives. No continues. That's it. Utter trash. The worst Mega Drive game of all time. That was it, Hazard. That is it. That was the chair. That's what I got for Christmas. And it never worked. So my mum and dad, well, I think my dad built it. And it never worked. It worked for maybe an hour. And apparently the guy in the shop said it works really well with this game, what I'm playing right now. So I think my dad had a go and saw how shit it was. It was just a crappy chair that allowed you to play games which didn't work properly. So he packed it up and sent it back and got a full refund. But I think that chair must be worth a couple of $100 now to collectors. Surely. Surely. Who knows? You're not wrong, last up. I see your DM. So yeah, we're going deep on Prosecco. I'm sober as a judge at the moment. What a game. What a game. What a game. We'll have one more go. Just for... You can't... Oh, you can see the mouse. Can't be too harsh on Sega for releasing this. This was made in 1988. It was an early title. But still, it's criminal. It's criminal how they sold this game. If anyone can beat this game, honestly, do you know how much respect I've got for people if they can beat this? But I've got so much respect for you. You are in a league of your own. You are living the dream. You deserve the golden joystick from Games Master. If you don't remember that, every kid wanted the golden joystick as a kid. I can't make out where the bullets are going. It's a convoluted mess. I don't think I've ever made this, but I think this is the furthest I've ever got. That's it. And that is it. Again, that is it. Thank you, LJ. Thank you for the... did you get WWE on sale? I'll get it tonight. I'm going to play some of these games that I hated as a child. Don't know why I'm doing it. I just am. There's a part of me that thinks I was being too harsh as a child. And because I was a child, I never got some of these games. I never understood how they worked. So I used to just throw them aside and be like, it's trash. Maybe it was my fault. Well, so far, it definitely wasn't. You saw how stupid it was just to even get a game on that first World Cup soccer game, as it's called. This, again, speaks volumes. Robocop 3, most boring game ever. Oh, this game here. See, this is a bit of a controversial one. I know a lot of people who actually like this. I think it's trash. I thought this game was actual trash. I got home from school one day. Again, my mum used to treat me now and then if I was being good at school and whatever. And whoever sold it this hyped it up. Apparently this was the next Sonic the Hedgehog. It was in the Megatech, like, gaming magazines every fucking month. You couldn't go anywhere without hearing about Cool Spot. But at the time, there was just promotions everywhere. To be fair, I liked it as a kid. But then, after owning it for a few weeks, trash. Game is trash. It's trash. But this has a following. People do like this game. Whatever. This is my list. I hate this game. I may like it now. As an adult, I may like it. This is the first time I've come back to this game in like 20 years. Even when I boot up my EverDrive or whatever. See, already, I'm hating it already. I just don't like it. Just look how he walks. Smug little prick. Again, Western developed games. 9 times out of 10, shocking. This game's awful. This game is awful. I wanted to stop playing it already. Hate it. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. So you should have seen the promotion for this game back in the day. It was everywhere. I say you'd go walk past HMV or something, walk past Electronic Boutique, just posters for Cool Spot. It was marketed non-stop for about 6 months. Hyped up in magazines. I think it was played on Games Master. All the kids at school were talking about it. Apparently this was going to be... The other one was Bubsy. And again, I know that's talked about so much, Bubsy. But again, you don't know... If you weren't about in that era, and you only watch like retro video game channels on YouTube or whatever, everyone knows it's trash. But again, it was marketed stupidly. It was always about Bubsy. I got it for the Mega Drive. One Christmas, Bubsy. See, that's another... I completely forgot about Bubsy. But it's almost like you're following the crowd if I put it in this list, I suppose. Oh, everyone's talked about that. What an easy pick. But saying that, I like Shaq Fu as a kid. And that's another one everyone hates. It's famously bad. Famously bad game. Camera mover is fucked. Just look at that. Look at that. Exactly. But I like Shaq Fu. I love Shaq Fu as a kid. That's another again, I don't know why, but I used to go to a gaming event at Earl's Court. It used to be called Live. I'm telling you now, boys, Live was the shit. We used to go every year. It was like E3 in England, basically. And you could play all the latest like Japanese games that are out, all the games that in America are out, all the games that weren't released for like another year. And we went to the one again. Funnily enough, it was in '94 as well. Live '94. Go on YouTube. I'm sure there's videos of it. And the queue, I shit you not, the queue to play International Superstar Soccer on the Super Nintendo was nearly an hour and a half long. But when we got a chance to play that, oh my god, that's all me and my brother spoke about for about 6 months. When's International Superstar Soccer coming up? It just beat everything. Do you know what? I'll put it on in a minute because I know there's a Mega Drive version. I don't know if it's as good as the SNES version because we never had that. We never had the Mega Drive version, sorry. We only had the SNES version. But I just remember there was loads of booths. Loads and loads of booths. And one of the booths had Shaq Fu. And there was not a single soul on it. The whole event. The whole event. I remember they were showing off, I think it was Resident Evil 4 on the PC. Like a tech demo of Resident Evil. Not 4, sorry. Resident Evil. Like a tech demo of it. And they also had like sections of Earl's Court where they were promoting Sky TV, do you know, like the Sky Plus boxes and all that. They were saying this is going to be the future in the next 10 years. And it was. It was quite interesting to see. It's quality. I'd love to go back in time and watch all that. I'm not playing this game. Awful. Again, I'm going to get through this list so quickly. Awful game. Horrific shite. Actual shite. I'm nearly done. I've only got 1, 2, 3 more games. Spoke about this the other day. Being a naive little child that I was. I had Castle of Illusion, which was incredible. And I genuinely thought, I didn't know what developers and this, that and the other were. When I was 6 years old, I thought Sega made every game. I had no idea what was going on. So I thought this was the sequel to Castle of Illusion. I remember saying to my mum, I said, I hate this game. She was like, no, you don't hate it. I said this the other day, she goes, you're just not very good at it. I said, no, I hate it. It's not like the other Mickey Mouse game. She's like, just play it and get used to it. You're probably not used to it. You're used to the other game. Apparently my mum spent like 50 quid in this. Bomberman, love that game. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Doesn't seem as bad as I remember. I thought it was a lot worse than this. Very clunky and very slow. Ooh, feisty one. Can you jump on the enemy's head? No, you can't. So that sucks straight away. How am I supposed to beat people? So awful. You not jump on the head? Play Moonwalker. I love Moonwalker as a kid. Moonwalker was amazing. I've got some very good memories of playing Moonwalker with a few of my friends. Such a good game. See, we never knew how to moonwalk. We didn't know you could moonwalk. And that day we found out. We had the game about 2-3 weeks at this point, and we found out how to do it. Again, reading the magazine. This game's shite. This game is utter shite. What are you supposed to do? I don't get it. Like, you have to press a certain... Oh, okay. You press down. Right. That's so stupid. But at least it makes the game kind... I never knew this as a kid. Maybe it makes this game a bit more playable now. To be fair, it's not that bad at the moment. Played a lot worse. Didn't know you could get that. So can everything be jumped on? That's pretty cool. Over Contra. Contra on the Mega Drive's awesome. Best soundtrack ever. You don't instantly die. This is... Fuck! Can't deal with this. Can't deal with this. What a game, boys. That Castle of Illusion I played the other night. Look at the difference in comparison. Like, at least I can actually hit people. Monsters, fucking mushrooms, whatever you want to call them, I don't. Connor and nonce by association with Suede. They're buddies, aren't they, in real life? Sure they are. Eating short sherbet lemon sweets and cut the top of my mouth. Heat the passage. Do you know what I did? You saying that, Sammy. The day I got out of hospital when I had the clots. Don't know if I've mentioned that before. But the day, obviously people buy you sweeties and this, that and the other. I think my mum bought me some pear drops just while I was in hospital. And when I got back, I sucked so many of these bastard pear drops that I cut my tongue. Thank you for the follow, dude. Is that Sean? Much love, brother. Yeah, I actually cut the top of my tongue. Oh my god. I had to go to hospital like 3 days after coming home. I had to go back to hospital with a flannel over my mouth. It just wouldn't stop bleeding because I'm on blood thinner, so I had to stop taking my medication for like 24 hours, even though I needed it. Because the blood thinning medication that I'm on is pretty powerful stuff. I'm trying to concentrate too. This game's impossible to do both. No, my dad was a wine taster. I don't know what he does now. Are you joking, Harry? How many bottles of wine do you have? Do you have a wine cellar? You must at least have a wine rack. Are you telling me there's lots of alcohol in your house and you rarely drink it? Ban him now. I'm done with this game, boys. Again, I'm really sorry, but I can't play this. Oh, this game. Rented this game. Oh, this game. Balls again. It was another one. I went into there's a game shop in town in the 90s called Electronic Boutique. I think it's EB Games in America or whatever it is now. And we had another shop called Beatties, and this was always running on a loop for about 2-3 weeks. You couldn't avoid this game. This was supposed to be revolutionary, man. This was supposed to be like the next. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, mate, amazing. Amazing. Paid £1.50 for this. And not only that, I had to wait a week to get this game. Like I said, at my local video store, I've still got my Blockbuster card. But we didn't have a Blockbuster near us. It was about 2-3 miles down the road. Like Blockbuster, and being 6, I can't exactly walk there on my own. But I was allowed to go to my local shop, which was literally just around the corner. And like I said, it was a very little video shop. So the guy only ever had like one copy of the game. And I had to put my name on a list to get this. Think of that. Just think of that, I had to wait for this. Anticipate it, mate, every single day. Most anticipated game this was around my end. Around my street when I was a kid. Look at this! I remember getting it home, playing it. Just look at this. Did you ever play the Addams Family game? I did on the Super Nintendo, yeah, and I actually really liked it. Me and my brother loved it. Where you were, what's his name? What's the dad's name again? Gomez. You were Gomez Addams. I really like that. I really like that. On the SNES. I'm done. Again, sorry boys. I'm done. I can't play that. It's trash. This is trash. I'm literally spamming buttons and talking and drinking. And then finally, we're only an hour in. I've already got through the games that I hate. I'm going to go through some more actually in a minute and have a look. Because I know there's so many more. This was just off the top of my head. This game right here. Hated it. Again, it was on Games Master. There was a program with Cheryl Baker. Not Record Breakers. No, it wasn't. It was Gabby Logan, I think it was. Where you could have your wish come true as whatever you wanted. Some people wanted to become a fucking pilot for the day. So they went to like the best VR simulation, blah, blah, blah. Well, one week, some kid wanted to be in a video game. And they put him in this video game. And I just remember seeing the game thinking, oh my god, I really want to play this. I really want to play this. It was trash. This game. Couldn't even get past the first level. Not Bubsy, no. I spoke about that. Like I say, it's a meme now, isn't it? In this day and age. If you say you hated Bubsy as a kid now, everyone was like, oh yeah, who didn't? But if you actually grew up in the 90s and you saw how much promotion, it was marketed everywhere. The marketing campaign for Bubsy everywhere. Magazines, fucking, you walk through HMV, like the shop had like signs on the wall. I think there was a comic book. Everyone was talking about Bubsy as a kid. It's supposed to be the next Sonic the Hedgehog, and there were so many different mascots as when we were kids. So many mascots, but Bubsy was supposed to be the next big thing. Got it for Christmas one year. Horrific. Absolutely horrific game. Oh, Harry, it's bad. You'd think it was alright. Oh, God. What was the one I hated? I think it was... I need to hide this mouse. I don't... I'll do that. Let me just have a look. No. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why has he done that? Bit weird. Okay, there we go. We're back with it. Right, so here we go. The What is the button? Oh. Oh my. It's awful. Brilliant. I'm sweating. I'm actually sweating. Yeah, Bubsy was fucking horrific. I'm gonna try again. I'm actually gonna try. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Sweating, boys. Actually sweating. My bollocks off. I need a sock. There a turbo button. Imagine being worn out playing this game. Can't do it. Genuinely can't do it. I start, but then I... Oh, my arm's giving out. It's knowing... What? Oh, this game. I'll tell you what it isn't. I know this is games that I hate. That's so bad when you're sweating playing a good game. It's not this game. We were talking about this the other day. Horrific. This game is horrific. I'm actually sweating playing a Mega Drive game. Very hot in here as well. Again, this game's shite, but I used to love it. This game's shite. There's only like one good event. Come on now. The very really seems like you run that yourself. I know. Now this game, come on. Surfing was the one. Brooms can't even run half a mile. I've actually been jogging daily, actually, Harry. Actually. Oh my heart. Compete in one event. One player. There we go. George Flo. Yep, that's correct. Right, let's do this. Let's fucking do this. I can remember how to do it. The controls are backwards. They spell Georgie. Look at that. Look at this. This is the only game I loved. I love this. This and what's it called? I can't think what it's called now. Oh yeah, big jump, baby. Oh, there was a way to. Is it called Hacky Sack? That was another one which was pretty cool. But anyway, these are games that I like. I love this game. Another game that I hate, which I rented from the shops. And I gave you the whole story the other day. Where is that then? Is it The Legend? I think it might be The Legend. Could be wrong. Theme park? No. Let me just search for this. Wait there. Oh, that's why. This game sucked. This game sucked so bad. You remember Cool Spot Brooms? I just played it, Wiggy, yeah. I actually just played it. Again, all the kids at school were hyped up for the Cool Spot. Couldn't go anywhere without seeing Cool Spot. He was in all the magazines. He was on every TV programme. The promotion was unbelievable. I think you could get food, and obviously, because it was 7-Up, he was on all the cans. I got it for Christmas, or whatever. I can't remember now. My mum bought it for me. Actually, my mum bought it for me because I was a good boy. I remember. And, hated it. Hated Cool Spot. And I know for a fact there are people out there who love Cool Spot, but whatever, innit? I hated it. Hated it. Should get a list of random games. This online. Oh, it's bad, Wiggy. It's so bad. It was... Oh, not for me. Not for me. Go back and play it now and tell me you like it. Again, it was made by Virgin. Just like this trash. Look at this. Look at this. Imagine buying this. I was lucky enough just to rent it. I think I actually got past this level because I said the other day that I remember being in a kitchen fighting a guy with like a meat cleaver. I haven't really watched many of the Bruce Lee movies at all. Tell you what I did watch last night was Cannibal Holocaust. If you got Prime, go and watch it. Look how boring this is, boys. Just spamming buttons. No Street Fighter, is it? Let's face it. How you doing, Okan? Watch Lord of War. Oh, Lord of War. Watch Cannibal Holocaust on Amazon, Harry. It's actually quite a good film. Shame this game wasn't very underrated. Just look at it. Just look at this. How you doing, Adam? Hope you had a lovely weekend. Oh. Your game's trash. Game's trash. Not playing that. Game's trash. I'm just trying to think of other games that I had. There were a few. What was another awful game? Home Alone. Oh my god, that was terrible. I remember playing that. That was fucking awful. I'll tell you another game that I hated, which I rented from the shops. And then I was bought it for Christmas on my birthday. Was this. Trash. This game was trash. This game was trash. I'm alright, Adam. I'm not too bad. I'm just drinking a bottle of Prosecco. I know it's bad, but I'm just trying to get it all out of my body. Zombies Ate My Neighbours was amazing on the Super Nintendo. I don't think we had it. I've never played it on the Mega Drive. Most movie games, yeah, even to this day, I can. They're just rushed out, aren't they? Jurassic Park on the SNES, I actually liked. It was like a bird's eye view, and you were shooting. I just remember it was like an electric thing. Look at this game, man. It's just clunky and awful. Look at it. But I don't know when this game came out. Was it like 95 or whenever it was? I remember renting it. I remember renting it, and my uncle was over, and he played it first because he had to go. Oh, yeah, and I only played it a handful of times. It's not great. Jurassic Contra. Just look at this game. You can. Have you seen the Fast? No. You have a chance to either be I can't think of the guy's name, or the Velociraptor. Look at it. Look at the slowdown and everything. I don't know if that's an emulation issue, or it's probably the game. Nick 2AT, so I know, and no one can reply either, George. Like I said, someone needs to Photoshop that image with a picture of Bailey. Justice for Bailey. You need. Great game. Great game. Great game. Peak Mega Drive action. Look at this shit. Unreal. I can't play this. I cannot play this. Is there any good games? Is there just one good game? Just to cleanse my palate. Outrunners. That was another one that was terrible. Paperboy, terrible. Oh my god, this. I said this earlier. I said this was a good game. I can't remember if it was or not. I'm sure it's actual trash. I quoted with the video. What my edit, George? I hope you did. Biggest fraud in football, mate. Here we go. Pele. Get Aladdin on. I will do. I never liked Aladdin on the Mega Drive Wii. There, I said it. I liked it on the Super NES. Look at this. Look at this entertainment. Just imagine little Brimsy getting home from school. This is what I used to play. This is what I used to play. Hours of fun. Hours of fun. Oh! Oh, George, you missed it last week. The madness happened. George, I see you tweeted that you were in Mackey's earlier. On a scale to 1 How did he get exposed? Just go back and watch the stream. Scale on 1 to 10, how much were you lying? That's what I want to know. CPU challenge on this? Not a chance, my dude. There was another one. There was another game. It's called... I'll tell you what it is. I know what game it is. Talking of football games that I actually liked. It was called European Soccer. I think that was made by Virgin as well. I could be wrong. Or was it US Gold? I think it was called European Soccer. Wonder if it's in the... That was actually not a bad little game. I swear it was called... Maybe it weren't. Yes, it was. This is it. Oh my god. I swear to god, one day my mate had a party. His name was Ben. And he got this for his birthday. And we sat there from 4 o'clock in the afternoon until like 9 o'clock at night. All taking turns playing this. Banging game. Banging game. Now this was a game. You feel like shit after your Mackies. You got the share box. I'll go take a picture of my bin. Is that where we are as a fucking society now? Oh my god, look at that. Look at that for a screenshot. Great game. Great game. Great game. Simulation or arcade? Not on Forest Leeds. Oh! Real Mallorca. Swear, oh no. It's a great game. It's very in depth. Look, you can pick your formation. Look at that for a formation, boys. Damn. Look at that for a formation. 3-2. What's that? 3-2-5. Yeah, we'll go with that. Graphics are pretty decent. Neil Hart. Oh. Oh my god, the music. I remember. Oh my god. Just tramped it. Room show Georgia video. I will. Just, I'll look to the Mark Steen. We've got David Steen. Oh, God. If you could feel these controls. Damn, boys. I'll tell you what I did love. What a beat though. What a beat. The meme of memes, boys. The memes of all memes. On. Wait, let me get the
Dini Soccer. It's in the name.
Oh. Oh, this isn't the one, is it? I thought it was. I thought this was the Ronaldinho one. It's not. This is Dino Soccer. It's a completely different game. Alright.
That's why it is in a box. In a box.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Thanks, Harry. Appreciate it, mate. Absolutely appreciate it. FIFA International Soccer. Oh, mate, this is the one of dreams. This was the one of dreams, boys. When this game came out, holy shit. Super Nintendo version was the version we had, but I'm sure it's just the same. Look at this. Look at this. Look how great the graphics were. I remember everyone saying, especially the Super Nintendo version, it looks just like an arcade game. Holland were Holland were the team to be. On the Super NES version, Hullet and Rijkaard. Incredible. Let's play against a dead team. That'll do. Koreman, yeah. This is really good. Compared to FIFA anyway. Like, don't get me wrong, FIFA was really, really good. But this was just next level. This was just next level. Don't know what the buttons are, obviously. It's been a very long time. Ooh. Great little game. How do you run faster? Maybe you can't run faster. Ooh. International Super. Yeah, this is the deluxe one. And then it went the PS version, ISS Pro Evolution Soccer. That's when you're talking. That's how you run fast. It just felt like an arcade game. It doesn't really look it now, but at the time, FIFA was like it's like a bird's eye view, like an isometric view sort of thing. And when this came out, it just felt very arcadey. Very satisfying to score goals. But the game that I put most of my time in when I was a kid was where is it? Was it this one? I think it was this one. This was the #1 soccer game that I played. You could be West Germany and shit. And you could pick your players. Oh, mate, yes. Such a great game. This was such a great game. Din 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 din. Sorry about it. I'll never forget the music of this game. Of course, it plays the other song. Oh. What game? Liam, do you have Simpsons Hit and Run? I can get it, yeah. I've got it on the GameCube and a few other. I'm sure I've got it on a couple of other consoles. That was right, because you're in control of the goalie as well. I used to have this ball. I'm sure it was an NES ball, if I can remember correctly. Oh, I think I don't know. I can't remember. I remember having it. Oh, great. Winning the World Cup. Oh, what a feeling. You can still have quite a competitive game with this now. I'm telling you now. Me and my friends would play this down the youth wing. I'd take my Mega Drive to the youth wing sometime, and we'd have fat tournaments and that. Simple life I led. really... Oh, get out. Oh, fuck's sake. What was I going to say? I can't remember what to say. Yeah, that's it. It's really unbelievable how far gaming's come since 1990. 30 years. This was like peak football. Here we go. I remember you could be used to be able to score a goal every time diagonally, and the goalkeeper could never reach it. I was a veteran at this game, but I could have competed. Look, like an angle. Oh, every time. Get it. See, I'm having so much fun with this now. I'm actually having fun with this. I know it doesn't look like much. Do you remember this? Do you mind... Do you find it mental that you used to need a whole console to play this? But now you could play it on... I know. You can fit the entire Super Nintendo, Sega Mega Drive, NES. Basically any console up to around 94, 95. You can have the entire A to Z library of every console on your phone now. If you have, like, I don't know, 30 gigs free or whatever. Think of that. Think of that. Like I say, I know some PC Engine CD games like 700 megabytes or whatever, but the majority of consoles... How you doing, Hobbers? I only got one... I don't know why that is, Hobbly. A few people have said that. Do you know how I can change that? Wait is in a box. Yeah, those were all the football games I played, other than FIFA. I haven't played FIFA yet. Do you know what? We'll give it a quick go. This has gone from games I hate to every football game I remember as a child. FIFA 95 was the better version. FIFA 94 was it was international soccer, so you could only beat obviously the international teams. This was when they introduced club team. Sorry, the Prosecco's kicking in. I have no idea why that is. No idea why that is. Maybe it's because I'm streaming from my PC. Normally I'm streaming from my Elgato, so that might be the problem. Probably not. Look. Yeah, this, I'm sure it was. Was it this one? Look at that, look. You had a menu where you could go back. Or was it FIFA 96? Maybe it was FIFA 96 I'm thinking of. I think it was FIFA 96. Let me try FIFA 96. It was one of the two. I remember that. It was one of the two. Unsure. It's insane quality though. It buffers for me like every 10 seconds. That's my ISP. Is anyone else getting any lag? Or is it working all okay for you boys? It was 96 with club teams, wasn't it? I remember the advert. Like I say, Neville Southall's featured. I think you have to be a Twitch partner to have... Right, okay. I know you can have different quality options when I stream from my Elgato, but I'm not too sure how it all works, to be honest. I need to look into it. Why does it keep doing this? Why can't I just choose a team? I do get that quick game literally throws you into a game. Practice? Gonna have to be Chelsea and I. Right, okay. Practice your free kicks. Let's have a look at this quickly. Oh my god, look at this, boys. Again, another memory. Oh, I had when I was a very young pup. Was sitting on my nan's bed with both my uncles there. We had FIFA set up. My dad was there. My brother, And I remember saying, look at the graphics on this game. You're never going to get better than this. You're never going to get better than this. Fucking... What did I know, eh? This is when Chelsea were completely dog. Setting up a new league. Thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah, I know in the title it says games that I hated as a child. I will get back to that in a minute. I can't remember who brought up football. Maybe it was me. I don't know. I've had a couple of drinks. But yeah, this was a good game. This was actually a good game. I remember you could run away from the referee. But for how basic football games were back in this day, this was actually a really decent game. And then ISS come out for the Super Nintendo. And just blew everything out of the water and never went back to FIFA again. I think they even released a FIFA 99 on the Mega Drive. Could be completely wrong. But you got a sense of satisfaction when you played this compared to other football games. This was like head and shoulders better than everything else. Like compared to that World Cup game I just played. Oh shit, that was awful. That was awful. Sliding tackling. Used to be, I remember every time you scored a goal. Yeah, do you remember the little FMV clip? It was like a dot matrix board, wasn't it, Wiggy? And you could press A, B, and C, and whichever button you press, like your fireworks. What fireworks? What else was it? Like the guy going goal. Oh, what a save! I'm straight trash. It's like what's new in it when it comes to games? I can't even remember how you change player. FIFA 2000 98 on the PS1 was one of the FIFA games I love playing. Yeah, listen. Let's see. Here we go. Christ, I'm done with this. I'm absolutely done with this already. I'm just trying to think of other games there were when I was younger that I couldn't stand. There was loads. There was loads. The amount of games I used to rent from the video shop and just be like, oh, do you know what? I'll tell you what game I hated. A game that was so hyped up as a kid. Hated this game. And I was bought this game for Christmas as well. There was so much hype surrounding this. Fuck you, Traveller's Tales. Look at this. This was hyped up to be the next big thing. Revolutionary this game was. It did things other games couldn't do. Bearing in mind Sonic was every kid's favourite game. Well, it was where I lived. And to be fair, the majority of the fucking world. But when this piece of trash come out, worst Christmas ever. Worst Christmas ever. Premier Manager, get that on. Yeah, I will. After this one, I will. I'm sure it's on here, isn't it? Look at this! Imagine this! Imagine waking up. Used to playing like a 2D platforming Sonic game. Quality, running through the levels with Sonic Knuckles. Trying to find like the emerald crystals or whatever they are. The emerald gems, I don't care. And then you're greeted with this. Oh, what you got to do? Oh, that's right. You got to collect birds from the game Flicky. Amazing. Amazing. Don't get me wrong, the graphics are pretty good. But as a child that just was craving a new Sonic game... Fucking kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? And this game wasn't cheap either. This was like a $59.99 game back in the day. See, people hated Sonic Spinball. I really liked Sonic Spinball. I thought that was quality. Love that game. Oh, I've got some very good memories with Sonic Heroes. One of my first ever girlfriends. Well, not girlfriend, but one of my first proper long-term relationships. We used to sit there and play it every single night. Raising the What are they called? What are them little monster things that you raised? You could raise like creatures. I remember you like raised creatures and you could race them and stuff. You know what I'm talking about, George. Surely you remember that. Is that... Yeah, that's them. Cheos, is that them? How do you even do this? Am I like tripping out here? Whatever. Gremlins. They're kind of like gremlins. Hazard, you're on the money. Game's trash. This game is... It's just trash. There are people out there like in this day and age. People are getting desperate on YouTube. Like I said, I've been watching a lot of retro video game channels for many, many years. Like 15 years. And every trash game's been talked about. Hundreds of times. And now there's this new wave of YouTubers that take a second look at some of the trash games. And actually say... actually, this game wasn't as bad as everyone made out. No, mate. If you lived... this was coming from like a 14-year-old kid. This game's actually really good if you get into it. No, mate, it wasn't. When you were my age and you've just spent 60 quid and you're expecting a decent Sonic game, this was trash. But don't get me wrong, I did see this was like from like an isometric review in the magazines. I was like 7, 8 years old. I could barely read. So looking at the screenshots, I thought, oh, different take on Sonic. But no, it's just some crap. Got to collect these shitty birds. So pissed off. So pissed off. I don't know what you do here, boys. Thought you might have to tap the button or up, down, left, right. No. I don't know. Fuck knows. No idea. All I know is it's still crap, and if anyone on YouTube says it's good in this day and age, they're getting dashed. Oh yes. Oh yes. Game is annoying already. Oh my god, is it A then? A. It's A. Of course it's A. Dear. Brilliant. It was gonna be Gordino, but whatever. Let's go. Oh, so we got some sponsorship deals. Have a quick look in here. What we got? Did I just select that? Bill's Gym. Yes. Stealing. Then we got that all we got. That's fine. Bit weird. It's just taken all my sponsors away. No idea what I've just done then. Oh, hang on. Oh, right. We're going to the East Stand North Star. Oh, right. I'm with you. I'm with you. Virtua Fighter. Lovely. Sega. BJ Leather. Nice. Sonic and Knuckles. Hell yes, boys. That's what we're going with. Liam, does this have Echo the Dolphin? Or I've got any... Or was that the Genesis? This is the Genesis we're playing. Genesis and Mega Drive are the same console. It was just branded differently. in America. But yeah, this has Echo the Dolphin. Cup game. Not bad, not bad. Who we got on the blower? In-depth game. Very in-depth game. Yeah, that'll do. I can deal with that. It's not a bad little formation. We can do this. Fantasy style is cool. So is this the transfer market? It is. Having the Lee. Sutton. That's it. Viali. Sutton, mate. That's who you want. How much is he worth? 100. How much have we got? Does it tell you how much we've got? He's from Stoke City. Okay, cool, brilliant, amazing. Chris Sutton is wank. You've changed shit, Sammy. Oh, we're sorry, I forgot. He plays for him. He played for Celtic, didn't he? Now I know why. So we're kicking off Premier Division match. Tim Flowers, Henningberg, Graham Lasso, Pearce, Kenner, Sherwood. Am I Blackburn? I thought it said I was Brighton. Have I just sold? Chris Sutton? This was so basic, wasn't it, back in the day, boys? So basic. Yeah, I am Brighton. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's a lovely shot. Lovely shot. Haven't done too much. That Everton team. Exactly. Oh, it's a goal. Great goal there by Brims. Didn't change the formation too much. We're playing away and we've already gone a goal up. You didn't need Football Manager, Championship Manager back in the day. This was it, boys. This was it. You couldn't beat this game. That's another great shot and another lovely finish. Oh, it's 1-1. It's Barnett. Bastards. Bastards. Timmy Sherwood. Here you go, George. I'll put this one on. Because I wanted to play this the other day. And to be fair, I don't know where I stand with Echo the Dolphin. I can't be dealing with this. This game's shite. I don't know where I stand with Echo the Dolphin. It's another one where it was so hyped up when we were kids. And I never got anywhere. It was just, again, just a random fucking game that all the kids talked about on the playground. Have you got Echo the Dolphin? You got Echo the Dolphin? No bastard got anywhere in this game. When you were my age. I think for the first week of owning this game, I thought all you had to do was just swim around. But a storm happens. You just piss around in the ocean. Don't get me wrong, it is pretty cool. You can eat the fish as well. But I don't know how I feel about I really don't know how I feel about this game. Thought it was shite. Same, Ali. You just swam around aimlessly looking for dolphins. I remember getting to a part, I think there was like an octopus. I'm sure there was an octopus. And then that was it. Everyone had this game when we were young. Everyone. It's cool. It is cool. It's different, isn't it? 10 out of 10 for originality. And those crystals. Yeah, that's right. They were like big purple like crystals, weren't they? And you played Echo the Dolphin. Did you get it on your like mobile or something, George? Or did you have a Mega Drive when you were younger? Can't remember what you do. Cannot remember what you do. Oh, there you go. You go in here. It's just look at this shit. Look, fuck. That Megalodon. Mate, they exist. There's proof they exist, Sammy. Tinfoil hat. Suddenly, great winds of water. Very impressive. I think it would be class being a dolphin. It is cool, like I say, you can't knock this game. You can knock it. But it is quite a cool game. I just remember all I used to do was explore. And I just couldn't get anywhere. I remember I got to a part with an octopus. And I remember being like, oh my god, I might actually get to stage 2 or whatever. But no, I put it down and that was it. Listen to that for a sound effect. I'm pretty sure I have the PS1 version of this game. Did it even get released on the PS1? Seeing as it was a Sega game. I knew it. It came out on the Saturn. I'm sure it came out on the Saturn and the Dream. I had it on the Dreamcast. Oh. Yeah, this was it. Didn't you have to like... Search for the key. It's quite a relaxing game. It's chilled out, isn't it? I am sad for you. I know not of your pod. No, I don't think it would come out on PS1. Considering it's like, it was a Sega mascot, wasn't it? Well, it wasn't a mascot, but... Well, it was actually. I think it was like a Sega mascot for a little while. Ooh. The key is Harry's Black Dad's leg. Okay. Just get on there. It's called Fluid. So it wasn't Echo the Dolphin, you were just like a dolphin then. Same sort of thing. Or was it like the same developer that made it? I don't know. There was a 3D version. Yeah, I owned that for the Dreamcast. I'm sure. Getting dashed by jellyfish, George. You're not wrong. Just exploring the ocean. Having a great time, boys. Great time. Is that where I came from here? I don't know, I'm kind of changing my opinion on this. I think I'd actually really like this now. I think getting dashed by Play Comic Zone. Quite a decent game that is. I rented that years and years ago. I rented that when I think I had a PS1 and I rented it. That's how. Basically, you swim around doing fuck all. That's what it... There's got to be more to that. Yeah, so far, you're correct. Like I say, as like a 7-8 year old boy, that's all I did. I had no clue. I just remember one time I must have read like a strategy book or whatever, and I got to I know not what has happened to your pod. Okay. Perhaps the big blue will help you. You must travel past the undercaves to find him. That comic zone is hard as fuck. I don't have many memories. I just thought it was just cool when I played it, because it's kind of like, it was like a comic book, wasn't it, when you played it? I have seen other people play it over the years, but I can Free Willy. The keys on Bradley's neck. Yes. Just a maze, isn't it? That's all this game is. Just like you said, Wiggy. Swimming around fucking endlessly. I'm sure I've explored every part. Oh. Does Flappy Bird count as retro? Definitely not. When did Flappy Bird even come out? It's only a couple of years ago, wasn't it? Oh! It said, like, explore the bottom. Well, I've gone to the bottom. There's nothing here. Sold my shit iPhone for 250 quid. Really? I stabbed. They turned that into like an arcade game, didn't they? Where you could win tickets. I've been to a few like arcades that had Flappy Bird. It's like a giant iPhone. It's pretty cool, actually. Oh. I've already spoke to this. Oh my god, these jellyfish. Not true, he said. I'm sure I've explored everything. I kind of like it though. I actually kind of like this. Hated it as a kid. Kind of like it now. Oh my god, I've actually got somewhere, boys. Just think, I have played this game for weeks on end as like a 7-year-old child and never got anywhere. Oh, nothing like warm Prosecco. Ugh. Oh, that's a bottle of Prosecco, dump. Get on the beers, my lad. I wonder if this is where I saw the octopus. There's that crystal. Brilliant. Get out of the way then. Don't you have to... No, you can't. You can't nut them. There's a way to get them. I can't remember how you do it. How'd you get past this then? I remember, like, you had to carry... Don't you have to carry some... Maybe you do have to carry these. You do. Look at my little mind working. Look what you have to do. I swear to God. I could be completely wrong, but I swear you have to carry these. No. Look at me trying to be fucking brave. I swear you could carry these on your nose. Ooh, dolphin wouldn't touch. You may not pass yet. I'm sure I just passed, didn't I? I see the current, but... Sorry, what? What do you mean you may not pass yet? Didn't I just go past there? Oh, that is so brutal now. I don't like that. Sorry, what have I done wrong here? Okay, the power of the crystal, innit, Wiggy? I thought you used to be able to like balance these on your head. Maybe I'm chatting shit. Well, I definitely am. Maybe I can... Or is it these? Maybe I can just... yeah, you can just nudge them. I'm sure you had to balance something on your nose. That noise is horrific. I don't like it. Poor little dolphin. You can eat the fish to regain health, if I remember correctly. Yes. You. Swim slowly past 8 times. Told you. Fucking told you, didn't I? So this is where I got. That's what you have to balance on your head. See, I remember. I played this game loads as a kid. Loads. Never got anywhere. But I died. Brilliant. Right, that's enough. I can't be asked. Can't be asked with that anymore. What other games do we have? I'm trying to think of games that I hated. Oh my god. Straight away. I'm not even... This is another game. My dad bought this. My dad bought me this. Dad thought this was a great idea to buy a 5-year-old child. Sorry, 93. Yeah, I was 9 actually. If this was a great game to buy a 9-year-old. Fighter jets, Top Gun, this, that and the other. F-15 Strike Eagle. To be fair, it does look pretty cool. I think this might be the wrong game. Alabama Joe. I'm not even going to say. No, yeah, it was this game. It was this game. It was this game. Actual trash. Complete trash. Look at this. Imagine this, boys. Imagine giving this to a 9-year-old. Imagine giving this to a 9-year-old. Do you know what this reminds me of, actually? I'll tell you another game. See, they're all starting to come now. There was more bad games than there were good games when I was a kid. This reminds me of another game I hated. And thankfully, I only rented it. Why isn't it in the European section? Definitely rented it. Check this game out, boys. Imagine this was it. Yeah, this. This reminds me of this. And in the arcade, this was the most advanced video game when I was like really, really small, and it was like £1 or £2 ago. They released it on home consoles in the early 90s. So glad I only rented this. Just look at this. Just look at this. Fuck. Look at this, boys. Peak Mega Drive gaming right now. Look at those polygons. Look at the FPS. Now this is what... This is the future. The future is now. The future is now. That's what this game had to offer. The future. Revolutionary stuff. The arcade game was just as bad. I don't care what anyone says. And they used to charge a premium to play as well. Brighton Pier had an arcade of this. There's a loop-to-loop coming up. That was the only entertaining thing about this game, if I can remember. And it always crashed. Always crashed. But yeah, like I said, it was like £1.75 or £1.50 a night at my local video game shop. And I remember this game coming in like a cardboard box, if I can remember. Not like your traditional Mega Drive plastic clamshell. I'm sure it came in like a cardboard box. Because I thought the box looked... That's what sold it to me. Go and just read the back. To be fair, it's quite advanced for a Mega Drive game. Checkpoint, boys. Game in a box, in a cardboard box. I swear there was a loop-de-loop. Maybe I'm thinking of the arcade game. I remember it being a lot worse than this. Even though this is horrific. Damn. Damn, look at that. That is pretty cool for the Mega Drive though, you have to admit. As much as it's straight trash. Yeah, so that's another game that I used to hate as a child. Indiana Jones, Back to the Future 3, that was another one. Oh my god, Back to the Future 3 was awful. I think off the top of my head. Andre Agassi Tennis. I can't remember if I like that or not. I remember renting that. Outrunners was shite. Paperboy. Can't remember whether or not I like this. I think it was the Super Nintendo version we had, not this version. I could never remember which houses. Isn't there a way to tell? Is it like the red doors are the doors that need their papers? Can't remember. There's definitely a way. I'm not going to slag this game too much, but there's a way. I can't remember. I just like the. I can't remember. Was it the red door? Oh, that's fucking grim. What's grim? £801 for a pair of like shitty off-white trainers. Oh.
Man, that guy's wasted.
Play OG Rayman. I hated Rayman, Reese. Never liked it. It's grown on me as I've got older, but as a child I hated it. It was too hard. Yes, this is the bit I used to love, boys. This was the shit if you could make that as a child. Rayman was amazing. Yeah, so there was that game. What other games were there? Oh, this game was shite as well. Again, it was touted that it was... Because Pitfall was massive on the Atari. Everyone knew who even I knew who Pitfall Harry was. Is it Pitfall Harry? Or was that the NES game? I'm sure it is. But Pitfall, I always remember Pitfall. My dad used to own an Atari 2600 and everyone knew who it was. And then they tried to reboot the game. Trash. Great trash. I remember, is it like, yeah, you threw apples or something, didn't you? Oh, that was it. Did Pitfall Harry? I can't remember. Or was that the NES game? I'm sure that was based on this as well. Look at this. Just look at this. Oh, yes, Wiggy. Oh, yes. worst game ever. Again, this was another game in like Megatech magazine, and all the kids. I remember, and I brought his name up before. A guy called Louis in my middle. I've got this game called Pitfire. It's amazing. It looks so realistic. Game's trash. This game is so trash. This is another one I rented, and I think I took back the same day. Look at this. This is a Midway game, isn't it? Brooms play the Jungle Book game. I think there was a Jungle Book game, wasn't there? Was your dad a gamer, Brooms? Yeah, he had an Intellivision and an Atari 2600 with all like the paddles. And he bought me a Commodore 64. But he used to bring me back loads of games. They burned down the city. You can come live with me, Hazard. I'm moving by the coast. Can't play this. Can't play this, Wiggy. I can't do it. Can't do it. Fuck me. See, there's loads of games like this. Tell you another game that I hated. Really, really hated. And like I've said multiple times this evening, a lot of these games were very, very popular. And they were promoted in nearly every single game shop, magazine, TV, radio, you name it. The game was being promoted by these companies. Shaq. This game here. This is another one right here. Fucking awful game this was. People. Trash. Game is trash. Zool. To be fair, the graphics look good. I'm sure this was like an Amiga game because it's got that look about it. Like it was ported from the Amiga. Amiga games all had that look. They all had that like bubble writing font. Is there not a mad community for this? Do you know what, Ali? Was it you who linked me to, is it Summoning Salts videos? Or it was either you or Wiggy? I swear you were talking about it the other day. I watched the Punch Out video yesterday because I'm a bit behind with all my YouTube videos and it just popped up yesterday. Is it Matt Turk? Where for like 5-6 years they're trying to beat Matt Turk's records. So good. So good. It was you, wasn't it, Wiggy? You've got no control over this game. You've got no control over this game. That's a good game. That is a good game, Connor. Hercules on the PS1, great game. I didn't know there was a Jungle Book. When did this come out? Jungle Book on the Mega Drive. I never knew there was... I used to love all the Disney games. Did this get released in the UK? What year did this come out? I wonder if I had a 94. So I'm guessing the PS1 was out by this point. Maybe that's why it snuck under the radar for me. I've been watching some of that stuff. Yeah, watch the Mario Kart one. Watch the Punch Out one. I'm going to watch the Ninja Gaiden one tonight. You play Rise Star, Brooms? Yeah, I love Rise Star. Again, I never played it until I was in my 20s. I never played it as a kid. I think it was like a very late release. Like late release game, sorry. This is pish. It was awful. I've never played this, Harry. Kind of intrigued, to be honest. Disney games were pretty decent on the Mega Drive. Who developed it? Eurocom. Virgin Interactive. I wasn't a massive fan of Aladdin on the Mega Drive. Wasn't a massive fan of The Lion King either. They were good games and I can see why people love them. I was more of a fan of the Capcom Disney games. Like Chip and Dale, DuckTales. Aladdin. Not a bad looking game though, to be fair. For a Mega Drive game. Oh my god, I've just remembered another game. I've actually just remembered another game. That I hated as a kid. But I played so much. I'll put it on in a minute. So many jokes to be made that I would love to make, but I can't. Music, the soundtrack's pretty shit. Can you jump in these bushes then, no? Okay. Yeah, the Tarzan game was quality. The Hercules game on the PS1, I love that. Surprised I never played this. I'll tell you what is a good game on the Mega Drive, which looks really good, is Toy Story. I rented that. Toy Story was a quality game. Because I did have my Mega Drive still. I'm sure I did. I didn't sell it till a little bit later on. Right, look, this game here. I'll show you a game that I hated, which I was bought for Christmas, because I was a massive fan of this cartoon character. Game's trash. Game is trash. Even though I liked it as a kid, I know it's trash. Because after a while, I hated it. Who's Lizzie? How are you doing, CP? CP, this would explain everything. Toy Story was on the Mega Drive, Sammy. I only rented it. I never got that far, but I remember it looking pretty cool. Oh yeah. God, this game. Just look how shite this game was. Listen to like the sound effects and stuff. I can see why the sound effects are like this. It's very like Looney Tunes. Oh. This game was awful. It's not that bad. It is bad, but it's not that bad. Has anyone tried messaging Lizzie Teen? I don't even know what her at is. Suede didn't go. Suede hasn't been back in here. I thought if that was me, I'd be laughing my head off. I can't believe he tried to throw me under the bus though, like that. I was quite disappointed, to be honest. I wasn't really saying fuck all. I wasn't saying much. I wasn't even getting involved. Everyone was saying post her pictures in the chat. And if you go back and watch the video, that's why I've saved it. She specifically said, yes, Brimsy, please post them pictures. I went, okay, no worries. And then the next minute, Brims, if you'd never posted them pictures, none of this would have ever happened, blah, blah, blah. I was thinking, oh, right, okay. Threw me under the bus just like that. That easy. I was heartbroken, to be honest. I would never do that to someone. Like, pin it on them, like grassing them up. Fuck that. He sent them, I know, and he sent them as well. Exactly. I don't understand it. I really don't understand why you like threw me under the bus like that. Unfortunately, it's not the real world, but you know what? Jeez, game's trash. The game is trash. Not a huge fan of that one. Oh my god. Oh my god. See, there's loads. There are loads and loads and loads of trash games. And thankfully, I only rented a majority of these games. I owned, I think, about 20, 30 Mega Drive games as a child. And I would probably say 15 of them were complete and utter bullshit. And they were horrible. They were hard. They were pointless. They were just straight up trash. Altered Beast being one of them. Again, I can understand why people are nostalgic for Altered Beast. But if you go back and play that game now, it's unbelievably crap. So bad. Go back and watch it on my stream last week. And this is what I said the other week. I don't know why so many kids were so hype about it. And I was one of them. remember being in Toys R Us and playing the game. Oh, I want a Mega Drive. Before that, I wanted a Super Nintendo. Casey Jones all day. But I remember I rented this game. I think this was released on... I swear I played a game like this on the PS1. Look at this. This reminds me of another game that I played. See, look, they're all... It's funny how games are just reminding me of other games that I hated on this system. Look at this. Trash. Trash. Game was trash. So, the Sega Saturn was released. And I always wanted the Sega Saturn. And like I said, I did own a PS1, but I wanted a Saturn. And it's only because I wanted to play Virtua Fighter. So one Christmas, I was bought Virtua Fighter on the Mega Drive because my family couldn't afford two like next generation consoles, and rightly so. I was quite appreciative of what they bought me. And I appreciated everything. So they bought me this, and I thought, okay, it's not the Sega Saturn version. Very expensive game this was. $69.99. This came... Oh. I swear this night didn't come in a cardboard box. But yeah, look, Virtua Fighter on the Mega Drive. I know exactly where I first saw this as well. It was in Woolworths before it went under. I remember seeing it. I thought, ooh, could actually own this for the Mega Drive. Imagine missing a nods. He was playing Turtle last night. I can't even remember last night. I was fucking out my box. I've just done a whole bottle of Prosecco, and normally it gets me a bit tipsy. Giving me really bad acid though, Christ. Stomach's in bits. That bad. It's bad. It is bad, but it's not that bad. Oh, there's a game. There's a game. I used to love this. I rented this a couple of times. Love this game. I know it's games I hated, but good game. This was a good game. Wings of War. Great little game. Great game. Like I say, they weren't all duds. And when we rented games, it was like word of mouth. Heard it from like word of mouth. Video game magazines. And just looking at the box. And I remember seeing this. And the cover art for this is trash. If you go just look at the cover art, it looks awful. But looking at those screenshots, I was always into my like shoot 'em up games. Never bought this game. Strange, really, considering I must have rented this about 5 or 6 times. Maybe I completed it. I can't remember. But I love this. I still love shoot 'em up games to this day. I own quite a few on the Switch, to be honest. What was the one the most expensive? Is it Musha? I think it's Musha's one of the most expensive Mega Drive games. I don't think it got released in the UK. Because I never saw it. And my video shop basically had near enough every single game at one point. He must have spent a fortune. I really regret not picking up some of like the point of sale stuff. Like he had like a Gremlins, like from the 80s. When did Gremlins come out? Was it late 80s? I can't remember. I can't remember. But he had like a Gremlins point of sale cardboard cutout of Gizmo. It's quality. And all that stuff just got binned. It's so much good stuff. If I could go back in time, if buts and maybes. And there was a film called Into Space. I think it was called Into Space. Is it Into Space? I think thinking of some... Yeah, it is Into Space. And he had some really cool like promotional cardboard cutout of the film. And I always wanted it. But he got rid of everything so cheap. State Merge used to be... I remember that, Sammy, yeah. I remember that game. Brims, is the Mega Drive game with the characters that would fight through levels? You thinking of Dead or Alive, Harry? Where you could, like... kick your opponent through a wall. Yeah, that was... I really like that. It was PS2 actually. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't PS1. It was the same people. Wasn't it the same people that made Grand Theft Auto? When it... Yeah, this game's amazing. This game's amazing. What other games did we have? Oh, I'll show you a trash game. Show you a trash game. Trash. You know how much of a wrestling fan I was as a kid. I've told you many a times. So trash. So much trash this was. That is my word of the night, trash. Because there's so much of it. Always play easy. Rugrats on the... Look a Finkel, mate. From parts unknown, weighing 330 pounds. Any speech? Hulk Hogan. Immortal Hulk Hogan. Rugrats game was pretty cool. Going for the pin. Original Mortal Kombat. I think that's on it. Like I said, I'm playing trash games. I will play Mortal Kombat quickly. I haven't played Mortal Kombat in years. I used to be Raiden. Mortal Kombat 1. I'm sure the Mega Drive version was better than the Super Nintendo version, if I can remember correctly. I think it was like Mortal Kombat 3 was better on the SNES. I can't remember now. But I had a Mega Drive as a kid, and I remember owning this. I was more of a fan of WCW. Do you know what, Okan? The first real decent wrestling game was a WCW game. And that was, I think it was like NWO. WCW versus NWO. Or there's one called WCW versus NWO Revenge. And they went on to make like WrestleMania 2000 and that. Mortal Kombat, boys. And this is a game I loved, by the way. I didn't hate this. Pop Lethal with thoughts on. I always wanted that game, do you know that? I can't even remember the buttons. How'd you do the... That's it. Oh! I own this game. I will put on Lethal Enforcers. I always wanted to own that game, Smithers. Just because it come with like a big blue gun. I think it was like a Magnum or something. Sonya. I can't remember. What the finishes? Broomsy Golden Axe, please. I need this nostalgia. The Golden Axe game I used to own, Harry, was Golden Axe 2. Don't know whether or not Golden Axe 1 come out on Mega Drive. Yeah, it did. Golden Axe 2. This was the version I owned. Was it not ECW Nitro? What's that? Nitro was yeah, WCW. Never could beat this game. I might try and complete this when I do the games I couldn't beat as a kid. I was always the little midget guy, the little dwarf. What's his name? Is it? I swear it begins with the letter G. Diddly diddly diddly. Great game. Great game, Harry. This isn't the game that I hated. I think I actually beat this, actually. I'm sure I did. Coming to think of it now. Come to think of it, should I say? Prosecco's definitely kicking in, even though I said it wouldn't. Oh no, it's fine. I'm absolutely fine. You know when I'm drunk, 'cause I say fucking retarded words. I get my words mixed up. Gimli, yeah. He's quality. The first time I ever played a Golden Axe, we were in a pub. My family were in a pub, and back in the day, I don't know if it's still the same now, but a lot of pubs used to have like big bouncy castles, and they'd have like dinosaurs where you big T-Rex, and then you had a slide coming from his mouth. Oh, pubs just seem more family friendly then, like outside. Maybe it was because I was a kid. That's why they just had like loads of parks and loads of arcades in the pubs we used to go to, and I say loads. There's a handful of arcades. But anyway, sorry, I'm concentrating. I am getting a bit drunk. They had an arcade, a Sega arcade there. So basically, what it was, they had Golden Axe on the machine, along with like about another 5 or 6 Sega games. So you put your pound in, and you got like a 10-minute time limit. So you could play whichever game you wanted. And Golden Axe was one of them, and I just remember playing Golden Axe with my uncle. Ever since playing that was it. I wanted it. How you doing, Brandon? But yeah, great game, Golden Axe. Great game. What did you say? Lethal Enforcers. This game came in a giant. I remember seeing this in the video shop. The guy had one for sale, and it come in a big cardboard box with like, do you know Stallone? Do you know that famous movie poster, Cobra, where Stallone's wearing the aviator glasses? I think they're aviator glasses. It was the same with this. I just remember a guy on the front holding the gun with the box. I think it was like a pink or blue gun. And I rented it once, and it was £5 as well. £5 to rent this game. It was Cobra, wasn't it, Okan? I rented this. Actually rented this. God, it's impossible. That one's for you, George. Game's trash. Paid £5 to rent this for a day with the gun. To be fair, I really liked it when I was a kid, I think. It was an arcade game, wasn't it? I swear this was an arcade game. I remember playing this at Gatwick Airport before I went on holiday. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Now this is garbage. Real garbage. I'm not going to lie though, Wiggy, the novelty did wear off pretty quickly, but when I rented this game with the gun, I was quite impressed for about 10 minutes. It'd be cool if you can get a light gun that works with like LCD screens. I'm sure you can. I swear Hyperkin released a gun like that. Could be wrong. It's the Colbert. No. It's basically what's going on right now. I'm a black guy, and these are all undercover agents. Apparently, I haven't paid my parking ticket fees, and I'm trying to escape from my work. I've got FBI agents everywhere, undercover police, trying to shoot me dead in cold blood. I just want to get to my car. There's my car. I'm not going to shoot you. Innocent victim, it says, boys. What do you reckon? That's what when I say about Cobra, that's the guy I mean. I swear he's on the front box. Streets of Rage 4. I'm still playing it though, nice Smithers. Do you reckon the reason why I like it is because it's quite simple? And it just sums me up in a nutshell. Does Liam not read the chat anymore? I do! Sorry, mate. I'm playing the game as well, dude. This isn't CPU versus CPU. I do apologise. What have I missed? We'd be happy playing any old shite as a kid, though. Yeah, exactly. Like Echo the Dolphin. Shoot her. Couldn't shoot her, man. Eat lead. I'm kind of having fun. Is it bad that I'm having fun? Is it bad that this is the most fun I've had tonight? Controls revolutionary. Just box out. Who has? Not doing too badly. Here we go. Look at this. Bit dangerous, that is. Who's driving? Is he still... This is one of the worst games in history. I like it. I'm not going to lie. If I like a game, I like a game. I'm actually enjoying this. I think this is quality. I wouldn't think it's quality, but I think it's cool. I'm having fun with it. Magnum now. Yeah, it was a Magnum. The gun was a Magnum. I actually like that. I think this is alright, Smithers. That's quite cool. Liam, what are your thoughts on the George Floyd situation? If I speak, I get in trouble. You know I don't take life seriously. I couldn't be asked, to be honest. Really couldn't give a toffee. But I am a privileged white male, clearly, aren't I? Sitting here playing my retro video games while sipping back on a glass of Prosecco. It is what it is, isn't it, at the end of the day? It is what it is. Clearly the guy didn't deserve it. And that's it. Pinocchio! Pinocchio? Really? I don't remember this. And this is the second Disney game that I didn't know existed until today. What the fuck? I diddly dee, sway-dee. Swady's hanging in a tree. I diddly dee, Sway's hanging from a tree. Mate, I've got the lyrics. Cover up, probably. Tinfoil hat. Sway's hanging from a tree. Which does? Epstein's life, he's with Michael Barrymore. Don't you ever slander Michael Barrymore's name. He was a childhood hero of mine. The man's innocent. Sways hanging from a tree. George Floyd. Prosecco's definitely kicking in. I'm seeing double a little bit. George Floyd is actually LeBron James. That's crazy. I never knew that. You know George Floyd actually did porn. Geezer's mate, he's got a flute on him. Go and have a look at the size of... Mate, go and have a look at George Floyd's fucking flute. Holy shit. Geezer was packing heat. Can't beat a bit of Michael Barrymore, man. Game's pretty gay. Oh. Sway's hanging from a tree. Can you believe he said, I'm gonna kill myself? The graphics are pretty. The graphics are really good. You can't knock the graphics. Hi diddly dee. Never knew this game existed. I thought I played every Disney game on the Mega Drive. I certainly did on the NES. I loved Chippendale when I was a kid. Loved Chippendale. Exactly, Reese. Completely agree with that. You've put a monkey's head at the end though, so I don't know what that means. Why is there a monkey's head on the end, Reese? Is that their mascot or something that they're protesting with? I don't understand. But yeah, I do agree with you. I'm spending my night watching an old man get pissed on Prosecco, play Pinocchio and talk about did George Floyd's cock. Mate, it's only because I actually went and wanked one out. Not to his cock, but to the bird he was smashing. I was pissed, I did it last night. I've been banging to George Floyd. George. I keep saying George. You say I'm getting pissed, I am pissed. George Floyd's cock. I was watching porn last night. I've been banging into that recently. Bit of his fucking porn that he's been cracking on. Sorry, I'm no chatting. So, I'm trying to get my new PC. What's that? I'm trying to set up my new PC. Look at that little subtle flex from CP right there. He couldn't have just left it as sorry I'm not chatting much. I'm just busy doing other things. It's like, sorry I'm not chatting much. I'm just busy setting up my new custom water-cooled PC that has 4 graphics cards and an 8-core CPU. Did I mention that it has 64 gig of RAM? Just a wee budget build. You're too modest, CP. You know it's worth about $3 grand. No way is it. This game's awful, and I keep fucking singing lyrics in my head that Suede's hanging from a tree. Pocahontas as well. What are these? What? You noob. I'm only pulling your plonker. I'm only pulling your George Floyd. That's what we need to do, a bit of Cockney slang. We need to get a name. Instead of saying Boyd, I'm going to call it George Floyd. Mate, you got fucking George Floyded, bruv. Look at this. Yes, raccoon. Coon, come here. Press C. What a sweet little coon. Oh, hello. Game's trash. Game is trash. Game is trash. No wonder I heard it. No. Prince of Persia, good on the PC. Or I think it was the Amiga. My next door neighbour had an Amiga. Rich little bastard he was, my neighbour. And he was about 7-8 years older than me. I just remember playing Afterburner. I remember playing Prince of Persia. I remember playing a WWE game, WWF game, which was unbelievable. I think Lemmings was a game we used to play. Find the Submarine was another one. Have a look at some hacks. Let's have a look at some hacks. Is there some mad hacks? Streets of Rage series. Let's have a look at some Streets of Rage hacks. What's this? Here you go, boys. She sucked me, George Floyd. George Floyd did, mate. He got Boyded. Georgie Floyd, get Boyd, get annoyed. Alright, let's try again. American. You ready, boys? Oh! Here we go. Hogan hack. Damn! Ooh. Look at Hogan go. Mate, he ain't. What's that? Loads of hacks. Other than the video and photos, is George Floyd even real? I never see him say Mate, I've seen these Corey loads of times. Smashing out some fit little birds as well. What other ones have we got? What other hacks? Scotty Pilgrim hack. Robocop. Simpsons hack. Steven Seagal hack. What? Steven Seagal. Are you kidding me? Fuck you not. It's old Steven, look. It's old Steve, look. Steven Seagal. What a mod. Wow. What did he say? Are you okay? Are you my dad? I use my fag. Don't understand. So these are some of the hacks. Some great little hacks we got here, boys. Lightning FX. I've got hundreds. I've got hundreds and hundreds of hacks. Sonic sports roster hacks. None for FIFA. That would have been cool. Rock and Roll Racing. Don't know what that is. Mortal Kombat series. Selection. Are you joking me? Angry Birds on the Mega Drive. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. This is awful. Ooh. Well, that was complete trash. Castlevania Bloodline Enhanced. Love Castlevania. Chameleon 2. Lion King Color Restore. Shinobi Original Colors. Street Fighter 2. Arcade Restore. Let's have a look at this. I'm actually quite intrigued to see if it looks like the arcade. Well, the colours anyway. Doesn't look too bad there. Obviously go Ken. Absolutely. Don't look too bad actually, that. Oh, you bitch. Toryoken. What else we got in the collection, boys? What else have we got? Unlicensed translation. Twinkle Tower. There's quite a few games in here, look. Monster World. Dynamite Heady Dragon Ball Z. Homebrew games. Fix-It Felix. No way. It's pretty mad that it runs on the Mega Drive. Is it the original? Is it the game that we saw in the movie? I think it is. I haven't played this before. Remember the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie of Street Fighter? Oh, mate, come on. How can I forget? I saw it in the cinema. That's pretty cool. That they've made this for the Mega Drive. Very long intro though. Christ, get on with it. Fingers crossed. Very long intro. You can't even skip this. Fix it, Felix. God, get on with it. God damn it. That didn't touch me. That's pretty mad. That's pretty mad. That game isn't trash. That's quite cool. You think of... Oh, this game. This game is awful. The Adventures of Batman and Robin. Animaniacs. If I can remember correctly, that wasn't a great game. Asterix. I think I've gone through the majority of games that I hated. Nope. Found another one. Playfire. I'm not going to play that. I can't be asked because it was awful. Davis Cup Tennis. Exactly. My expectations were low going in. Dick Tracy was actually quite good. I like that when I was a kid. DJ Boy. Awful. This was another game which I hated as a child. I absolutely hated this game as a child. On the back of the game, I'm sure this was an arcade game. I'm sure this was an arcade game. And I remember it saying on the back of the box, from the smash hit arcade game, blah, blah, blah. It was crap. Brims, did you get my DM on Twitter? I don't think I have, no. I've got... The last message I was sent was from Kyle Istab 2 hours ago. Get Paperboy on. We just honestly just had that on. I swear to God. Oh my God, I rented this game. Just look at it. Again, another £1.50. I must have wasted at least 300 quid in that video shop. I must have done. How's Fireface got 12.5k viewers? No idea. How have I got 14? I'm happy with that. In the retro category. We live in the dream, boys. Not a bad game, actually. Doesn't feel as bad as I remember. Maybe I was just having a bad day. But a cool game. It's not amazing. It's not groundbreaking or anything. It's not that bad. I remember hating it as a child. Oh, what was that game? What was that game? I don't know. Again, games are reminding me of other games. Right. What was that game? There was a soccer game. Mega Drive. Yeah, oh, there it is. Marco's Magic Football. Oh my God, I actually bought this as well from EA, Electronic Boutique. Is this it? It definitely is this. It might be in your messages request. How do you get to your message requests then? Hold on, let me have a look. I've seen you just followed me. I thought you followed me already, Reese. I swear you followed me, or did you unfollow me years ago? Oh shit, it's there. 30th of May. You get my DM, Brimsy, my man. No, I didn't. Saturday at 5:19. I didn't even know you could get message requests. He's got about 30 different emulators. Who's that? This got Donkey Kong Country on it. Oh, look how trash this was. I had this game. I owned this game. Didn't rent this. I owned this. Owned this trash. Why did I buy this? New Twitter. Look at this B-Tech Reese. There's only one real Reese in there. Game's trash. Again, this must have been an Atari game. It just looks like an Atari, not an Atari game. Sorry, an Amiga game. The Amiga had a very distinctive look. It's because my neighbour had one, like I said, and everything had like a bubble writing font. It looked very cartoony. Oh, I'm the only original Reese brother. Ooh, Reese. Get Alex the kid on pronto. Do you know what, Ali? I bought, again, it's another game that I bought from Toys R Us when I was on a holiday in Wales, of all places. And I got it in the sale for, I think, about a tenner. So excited to bring it home. And I was very happy with my purchase. I loved this game as a kid. I loved this game as a kid. The thing that pissed me off about this game was the only way you could beat it was playing was it Rochambeau? There was no skill involved. It was just completely luck based. Every boss, Rochambeau. Every boss. Rochambeau. Come on, nothing. Yeah, I've got your message now, Reese boy. There we go. This game is quality. I can remember it like it was yesterday. When you die, watch. I remember everything about it. Game was sick. Game was sick. I'm nearly dead already. Let me just kill myself again. Let me just start again. This is class. This is class. This is better than the Master System, Alex kid. So many people disagree. I got quite far in this game. So in here you can get a ring, if I remember right. See, look, beat me. This is what I hated about the game. This is what I hated about the game. Fuck you. See, look. That's some bullshit. Yeah, Paperboy was alright. Paperboy was pretty decent on the SNES. I think it was the SNES. Right, there we go. The Master System was. You see what I mean? Everyone's got. You can punch these cars. You got to time it perfectly. Everyone's got their opinion. Do you know what? I played the Master System version not too long ago. And it's a good game. It's just not as good as the Mega Drive version. The first few levels of the Master System are good, but it gets ridiculously hard. I think getting the pogo sticks rubbish. This, remember this as well. Look. Poor Alex Kidd. There was actually a good. There's a couple of Alex Kidd's games. There's a good one called Alex Kidd in Shinobi World for the Master System. Quality little game. Mortal Kombat 2 was the best one on here for sure. Yeah, Mortal Kombat. I swear Mortal Kombat was better on the Mega Drive than it was on the Super NES, if I can remember correctly. I remember Ultimate Mortal Kombat on the N64. That's the best game of all time. Love this. This is not a trash game. I know I've got trash games in the title. This isn't one of them. This is a quality game. We're desperately trying to be like Mario, do you know what I mean? Is Mad Jinx in? I don't know, Reese. No idea about the FIFA community anymore, to be honest, mate. Here we go. Always rock first. There we go, Ali. Perfect. Hey, OP or what? Cunt. Always used to get me. I think this is quite an underrated game. Even though people... I swear people slate this game online. I think it just all boils down to the fact that the boss fights are awful. It all boils down to luck. And that is the most... I think I nearly beat this game, but I didn't complete it because I lost like to rock, paper, scissors. It's like, joking me. Hell yes, we want that helicopter. And if I can remember correctly, you had to keep pressing the button to keep it in the air. Good job I didn't go for rock that time, eh, mate? Hey, Ali. The helicar was class. I'm sure you have to tap the button for the helicopter. I'm sure you do. And it comes in handy perfectly right now. And even if you lose the helicopter... Listen... Yeah, you do. You have to tap. You do. I can remember. See, this game... Oh, this game's stuck in my head. Oh, wasted just like... That is so... So much bullshit. Give me all that money. Take all that money. Love this game. But yeah, good game. Good game. Trying to think of other games. Air Driver. See, this is supposed to be games that I hated as a kid. Wrestle War. Fucking Wrestle War, you bastard. Where are ya? That was a game I hated. Wrestling War. The B-Tech Hogan on the front. It's not even there. Maybe the European version. It's called Wrestle War and it's called something else. Maybe it didn't get released in America. Fuck knows. Let's have a look. It was definitely called Wrestle War. Yeah, there we go. Japan and Europe only. This game, oh my god. How the WWF didn't sue. Brims, I want Robert Roode entrance on the new... That's Black Friends entrance, Reese. NBA Jam's a classic.
Welcome to Wrestle War.
Just have a look. I'm going to show you right now. Just look at the front cover of this. Look. State of this. Maybe it didn't have. I think it was the Japanese version that had it. Look at this. Look at this shit it was. Because I went to a... I told you about this, boys. I went to a place where a guy was selling import games. First time I ever seen it. It was at a derby. At horse racing. Look at this. That was the front cover. That was the front cover. Look at that. So can you imagine poor little me seeing that front cover? I didn't know what bootlegs were, right? Like back in the day. All I knew it had Hulk Hogan on the front. Think of that. And at this point in time, there was no wrestling games on the market other than WrestleFest, which was only an arcade game. I don't know what. Where's this image gone? Lost it. There it is. There? There you go. Yeah. Fuck Black Friend, he says. Mate. How about you have a fight against Black Friend? To see. Look at this. I rented this game. Rented this game. Bitterly disappointed. What was the wrestling that was pure arcade? I'll show you exactly what game it was. Because it was probably the only decent wrestling game on the Mega Drive. I own that game. Never saw it in any magazines. Never saw it on TV. Never saw an advert for it. And then one day, it was my birthday. I went to my local game shop. It was just like a local run shop. It was it had like all imported games. Remember that place I said where they used to sell like all the animes and basically charged an insane amount of money for VHS? Well, I just saw this in there. £60 I paid for this. And to be fair, I didn't feel like I was mugged off. I was very, very happy with this game when I got it. Very happy. I fucked up Black Friend and I'll do it again. This game cost me $59.99. And I used to love being Yoko. Used to have to press up, down, left, right. Up, down, left, right. Great game. Good graphics. It was a port of the arcade game. I don't know the buttons anymore. But it's like Mortal Kombat buttons, you know what I mean? You could do specials and everything. Quite a good looking game, to be honest, for a Mega Drive game. Pretty good. But yeah, I was so happy when I got this. Oh, I think this game came out about 93, 94. Maybe a bit older. I feel like I was older when I bought this. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not that great anymore, but I remember I learned all the moves when I was younger. Warrior. Virtual... Oh, the Simpsons games are awful. Ren and Stimpy. There's another game that I got for Christmas that I hated. Hated. My nan bought me this. Well, I'm guessing my mum bought it, but gave it to my nan. I remember going round to her house and she gave me this. And I loved Ren and Stimpy when I was a kid. This the one? Definitely was this. Definitely was this. Played this on Christmas Day for all of... For some reason, I've just got vivid memories of eating an apple sweet, like an apple lollipop. So I had like loads, and I remember eating these apple lollipops playing this game. Don't know why, I just remember it. Fuck knows. Just remember coming home, playing this, being so hyped. Game's trash. I just remember after about an hour of playing it, I thought I'm never playing this again. Game's awful. Just look how awful this is. Oh my god. Are you joking? You've got no control over Ren or Stimpy. Terrible. Terrible. I was so happy when I got this game. So happy. Because if you looked at the screenshots in the gaming magazines back in the day, this game graphically looked really, really beautiful. And it stood out compared to the majority of other games that were being reviewed and whatever. And there wasn't a review out for this. It was just all previews. And I remember I wanted it for Christmas. And my wish was granted. My beautiful nanny bought it for me. Took it home. Bitterly disappointed. Just like I was with many other games. Alien 3 being... Again, see, that's just triggered another thing in my head. Alien 3, another game. See, the thing with Alien 3... This actually... That scared me. That used to scare me as a kid. I was a bit of a softie. But the people that you rescued... To see that there, if the timer runs out, I'm sure the alien's hand goes through like the belly of like the victims. And I remember thinking that was going to happen to me in my bed. Ooh. You remember this? I got this for Christmas one year. And it just turned out... Again, it was another one that I read in the magazine. I think it got pretty decent reviews, if I can remember correctly. But it's just one of those games where you save the hostages and then move on to... It's very repetitive and nothing ever changes. And obviously at the time, my mum would never let me watch Alien 3. I just remember, I think it was on Games Master, like on Channel 4, someone was playing it, and I just really liked the look of it. But yeah, this was another game where I got bored very quickly. I used to play it sometimes, like I come back to it now and then, but not great. Do you have a PS2 emulator? I do, yeah. I do indeed. Not enough CPU pez in here. We will get round to it, Sammy, definitely. I may either do that. It depends what you want. Do you want WWE 2K20 tomorrow, or do you want pez CPU versus CPU? It's up to you. Tuesdays are normally when I no, it's Thursday I do WWE, but I may change that this week just so we can play the new game. WWE 2K20 Xbox Store. Hold on. I just want to see what versions. $54.99, you reckon, yeah? It's $84.99 for the deluxe edition. So do you know people are saying that it's £18 at the moment? How much is the deluxe edition gone down in price? I might as well buy the full package just so I can download all the wrestlers and everything. But yeah, there's another game. I'm not drinking any more of that. It's gone minging and cold. It's gone minging and hot, warm. My flat is like a fucking greenhouse. It's so hot in here. The deluxe edition is 25. How many editions are there, Sasha? That was a horrid shite. Should have taken a picture. Very interested. Genghis Khan 2. Let me play a game that I've never played before. Let me just look for a random. Let's have a look. The Humans. What's this? I've never heard of this. This is intriguing. Atari Corp. The Humans, it's called. Well, this looks amazing. All I'm seeing is deluxe. Right, okay. I already hate it. I already hate it. What else have we got? Insector X. No idea what this is. No idea. Come on, be good. Be a hidden gem. Be something that I really like. Oh, shoot him up. Oh. Not bad. Never heard of this before. Right up my street. Looks like we're in Egypt. Lovely. Not a bad little game. Just a little generic shoot 'em up. Yeah, I wouldn't be buying the WWE 2K20 if it wasn't for Connor, to be honest. I wouldn't have bought it. It's only he's used his sub giveaway money to buy it. Fair play to the man. I've got no problems in paying out. This isn't that bad. It's alright. It's not bad. Not bad. I'm just having a quick look. Normies Beach Baborama. What's this? What is this? I don't think I've ever heard of this. Normies Beach Baborama. What the hell is this? Did this even come out in the UK? Og the Caveman has kidnapped Moon Unit, goddess of waves, to test his new invention, the surfboard. Oh my god. So glad. You can just tell straight away it's a Western developed game. They all had that look. They all had that look. To be fair, it doesn't look that bad. I would have hated it as a kid. The controls are quite tight, to be fair. Bummer. One hit deaths. Brilliant. That was like Ric Flair's music. Bummer. God almighty. Controls on that, but oh, just I'm done. Fucking done already. Game sucks. Ooze. The Ooze. Never played that. Olympic Summer. What else was there? There was a few PGA Tour Golf 2. Now we're talking. Put so much time into this game when I was a kid. Love this game. Muzzy is it? Is it? Not Muzzy is it? Muzzy is it was a football player. Muzzy Zola, I think it was. Do a practice round. One. New player. Love golf games. Same. Couldn't you choose like a player? Red couples. Oh, beautiful. Asterix and Obelix. Love the arcade game. Played. Ball lies on the fairway. Couldn't you? So the wind. Where's the distance? Distance 186 yards. And the wind's against me. I'll go there. That should be lovely. That should be right on the green. Oh, he's overhit it a bit. The wind wasn't that strong. 218 yards. Going towards 32 yards. Okay. Bad shot. Not a bad shot. One moment. So where are we going? We're going up a little bit, I'd say. And it was at 13 feet. Oh, way off. Nice shot. A 5. Okay. Wind's going again. Oh, caught that a bit. Not great, that. That's in some heavy rough. All right, though, we're back out. We're back out. This used to be the shit. This used to be the actual shit back in the day. The ball lies in a depression on... Let's say, yeah. 78 yards, so 9... So to me, that's quite... What about there? Oh, come on, boys. Love golf. Yeah, I do as well, to be fair. I don't really... I haven't watched it in years, to be honest, but I used to. I used to play for like my local golf club and that. 5 feet. Brilliant. Nice shot. Did I just part that? Is that a par 5? Yeah. Right. It's a bit dead, this. But yeah, I might call that a night, boys, to be honest. Primal Rage. I might call that a night. I've drank with Prosecco. I feel a bit... It hasn't even really touched the sides, I ain't gonna lie. It's just giving me a headache, because it's just so hot here today, you see. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is go off stream and have a look into downloading... Well, I will download WWE 2K20. I'll grab it right now, as a matter of fact. And you'll have to thank Connor for that. Same tried out a new course yesterday. It weren't too bad. I haven't played golf in ages, I stab. Get Minecraft downloaded. Yeah, everyone seems to be pissing off now anyway. This was supposed to be games that I hated as a child. It's turned into games that I hated as a child. Games that I loved as a child. Games that I never played as a child. And requested games from the chat. Minecraft subs, not happening. I can't, CP, I can't. But yeah, that'll be the end of the stream. Thank you everybody for stopping by as usual. I'll be back tomorrow with some CPU versus CPU PES. So, yeah. I'm going to get WWE right now. I'll have a look into it. But thank you everybody for stopping by. Do appreciate the love. I guess do it. Night, lads. Lots of love. Enjoy building your computer, CP. Shit, that would... I'll tell you what, it's going to be a very tedious task of creating all the wrestlers again, but I kind of like that. I do kind of like that. It's going to take forever. It's going to take forever. Already built it, you pussy. Brilliant, CP. Lovely. But yeah, I will upload this to YouTube if anyone ever wants to go back and watch it or whatever. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at 9 PM. If you haven't subbed as well, make sure you get them subs in, mate. I'm trying to get to $200 this month. Make it worth my while, you bastards. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. 9 PM, CPU, PES tomorrow night, my lid. So make sure you get here early so you can redeem. I can resub in 2 weeks. I'm only joking, CP. You know I love you all. Yeah, make sure you get in here early tomorrow so you can redeem your points. Money will be on the table. I still got to send LJ and Reese a $5, I think it is. So, Reese, LJ, if you're here and you can listen to me, you're listening to me, send me your email address. I should speak to you tomorrow. Thank you, I stab. Much love. Peace.